Fleetwood at Accrington. So teams can score at the Wham Stadium. Here is the youngster Walters through for Croasdale. Danger here for City. Tolaj takes that through ball down and shoots from just outside the box. It's a wonderful goal, and Port Vale have the early advantage in this mammoth fixture. He took it on the edge of the area, cut it onto his left foot. It may have taken a deflection en route. It kissed the underside of the crossbar, looped over Sam Walker and into the back of the net. Port Vale 1, Bradford City 0.
To close down a keeper. Just not his forte.
No, I think he'd say that pace and I'm guessing long distance running isn't really his strength. He's got plenty of strengths, but probably they aren't two of them.
Well, thankfully Tolaj's done a lot of running tonight and is continuing to run to close down Kelly, and he's given the ball away to Walters, and now he picks out Stockley, lays it off to Garrity. Needs some help here. He's got Shorrock away to his left and chose not to use him, and he's gone back to Connor Hall on the halfway line. Walters under pressure. Croasdale, nice touch. Now looks for Stockley, lays it off to Croasdale, knocks it out wide left to Shorrock. He's got a target in the middle, puts it in. Mitch Clark's header, goal! Vale are 2-0 up. Beautiful move, and the two wing backs combined with Jack Shorrock's cross on an absolute sixpence for Mitch Clark to head the ball into the top corner. Bradford are all over the place, and the Vale are closing the gap on the top. It's Port Vale 2, Bradford 0. It's Mitch Clark.
Lovely goal, Phil. I talked about Lorent Tolaj's goal as being maybe up there for goal of the season. Well, that was a different type of goal. See the opposition manager get booked. Yeah, it was quite a pedantic bit of refereeing there, I think, to make him take the free kick 2 yards back.
I'm all for that. I'm all for that level of pedantic refereeing. I do like giving referees a bit of stick, but tonight, fair play tonight. That's exactly what we want to see.
Yeah, well done, ref.
Bradford now with Shepherd on the edge of the centre circle. Hits it high and long, looking for the run of Walker, the substitute. Sam Hart is up. It's headed down into the middle of the pitch. Garrity's got to get rid of it and does. Only as far as right, midway inside the Vale half left. Puts in a low ball to the edge of the box. And still not cleared. It'll come to Kavanagh. Mitch Clark goes down. Referee says penalty. I really don't know how or why Mitch Clark went down under that challenge with Kavanagh. Porter, I've looked at, has just gone absolutely no penalty. Just as we praised up the referee. He's gone and given a penalty, and it will be Richard Smallwood, the Bradford City captain, against Ben Amos. And can Ben Amos save a penalty that would avoid a grandstand finish? It is Amos against Smallwood. Smallwood with the right foot, and Amos saves! It's booted away by Curtis. It is a huge save by Ben Amos down to his right to preserve a 2-goal lead. Matches are won, but cometh the hour you need a big pair of hands and a big pair of something else, and Ben Amos had both.
Great stuff, Ben Amos. Yeah, a great save, and allowed as he the goal wanted. And what a big moment that is, because if Bradford had scored, they were right back in the game. Just seeing the replay, it's not completely clear, but I think I might owe the ref an apology. I think Clark might have caught the player there, but it doesn't matter because it's a great save by Ben Amos.
This game's had everything. This game has had everything. Scintillating football. Bradford fans are leaving en masse on 89 minutes. I think if that's gone in, they would have felt that they had a chance. But I think with that penalty save, well, I think any chance they've had of winning this game, Mike Bagley, has disappeared back up the M6.
I think so, Phil. Yeah, it's 89 minutes now. As he said, had that gone in, we'd have been in trouble. I'm sure there'd have been about 10 minutes stoppages if Bradford were chasing the game. Just announced the attendance, 8,659, so really good gate as well. And the 6,000 of them Vale fans, and they're really enjoying it.
Yeah, must point out 2,339 Bradford fans, which for a Tuesday night game is an absolutely fantastic turnout from them. Credit to them, have been in fine voice all night, Bradford, and they travel in numbers, and they have been a credit to their team. But unfortunately for them, their team just hasn't had an answer to Darren Moore's side tonight. 6 minutes of time to be added on at the end of the game, and that's prompted a few more to just start departing. And we've not often seen Vale fans seen a massive away end like that disappearing without a trace, but they're all off now, Bradford.
Yeah, it's a fair way back, isn't it? Back to Bradford tonight, and I think they've probably seen enough now. 6 minutes doesn't give them long to get back into this game. Not needing 2 goals, not with that penalty missed.
No, I think that's taken the wind out of their sails, but they're not going to give up. Curtis there just grabbed hold of Baldwin and pulled him to the floor. And I love how he's walked away and kind of I never touched him. He more or less got him in a bear hug and pulled him over. Is now Bradford come forward again. This place will lift off, you think, if the Vale win tonight, but they're not done yet, Bradford. Deborah's done really well there to clear that ball up towards Tolaj. It doesn't find him. Garrity and Croasdale are up for it. Chislett's up for it. Deborah is up for it and will win it. Garrity, anywhere will do. Slams it forward. Headed to the left by Shepherd. Now for Kelly, who's on the halfway line on the left. We are 91 in and the 96 we're due to play. Port Vale 2, Bradford City 0. Nathan Smith is there to get rid of that, as he has been all night. And he storms up the pitch. He finds Ethan Chislett, who rolls it back now to Mitch Clark, who probably is going to buy Ben Amos a massive pint tonight. And there, I think, one of the Bradford players, Mellon, has left one in on Mitch Clark, and the referee is not too happy with that at all.
Yeah, that looked late, Phil. Yeah, yellow card. I don't think he can complain about that at all. Definite yellow card. It's about now the announced the man of the match, Phil. Who would you be going for?
They've announced it.
Oh, well,
Rhys Walters.
I do apologise.
Yeah.
Rhys Walters, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Rhys Walters. I think, there's so many candidates out there, aren't they? I think you could give it to, Mitch Clark maybe blotted his copybook a little bit with that towards the end. I think Tolaj's been outstanding. I think Stockley's led the line. I think Garrity's done an important job. I might be tempted, actually, to give it to Ryan Croasdale, even though he hasn't scored, but he's been everywhere and he's covered every blade of grass and he's kept the team in their shape. Yeah,
I think that's fair. I agree with you. I had Mitch Clark as the favourite up until the penalty. As I said, I'd like to see the replay again, but I think the ref might have got that one right. I'd also add Jesse Deborah to that. I think he's had a terrific game on the right of the back three. I think the fact we're naming so many candidates shows what a great team effort it's been, though.
Deborah again up to try and win it as Bradford come forward. 93 gone of the 96 we're due to play. Curtis under some pressure, bashed forward by Garrity. Smallwood comes away with it, but well won back. And here's Tolaj. He's got Curtis in the middle. Tolaj might not need him. Still Lorent. Tolaj lays it through, looking for Curtis. Curtis gets the shot away, but it's blocked, and it'll spin towards the byline. It'll go behind for a goal kick, and he just couldn't get enough on it there, Ronan Curtis. I think if that's on his
to go now. I think Vale fans can sense they're nearly there.
Crew have just taken a further lead as Bradford come forward. Here's Mellon trying to get the better of Nathan Smith and can't sort his feet out. It will trickle behind for a goal kick. There are high fives all over the pitch. Garrity, Hart, Chislett, Clark, Deborah, Smith. They're all high-fiving one another. They know how much this means.
Yeah, exactly, Phil. I mean, this is the second big game Vale have had in, 3 or 4 days, and it looks like being the second clean sheet, doesn't it? And Nathan Smith certainly appreciating that. You can just see his fist pump there as that ball slid out for a goal kick.
94 gone of the 96 we are due to play. It surely can't go wrong now, can it? I mean, we've had plenty of opportunities for it to go wrong, and it's not gone yet. So...
All I'm saying is that penalty came shortly after you mentioned the curse. Phil.
Well, I'm not saying anything anymore now. We'll do it at the game when the game finishes, when we can't see anymore. Here's Mitch Clark just outside the centre circle, right side, knocks it out towards the right wing for Tolaj, but Kelly is there first, sends it back to his goalkeeper. Vale are trying to keep the ball in the Bradford half as much as they can. I keep furiously glancing at the clock to see how long's left as Smallwood rampages forward and then gives it straight to Garrity, but his ball to Curtis was just behind him. Vale haven't got long to hang on here. Here's Baldwin out wide to the right to Walker, one of the substitutes. He's going to take on Sam Hart. Sam Hart needs to stand up to him here. Still keeps going, looks to put a cross and it's well blocked, and it'll come to Garrity. Garrity looking to knock it clear. The referee says Baldwin handled that, much to his anger, and it will give Vale a free kick to take the pressure off.
Yeah, Baldwin's furious, but he's already on a booking, so he's got to be careful what he says. Good defending by Sam Hart there, just stood up, blocked the cross, and we're into the last minute now. Vale nearly there. I was going to say Ben Amos won't rush to take the free kick, but he might have to actually. He's on a booking as well.
He's got to take it, yeah. We never win on a Tuesday is the chant coming from the Vale fans. Well, for the last 3 years, they have been right. But even tonight, you would think that this can't be spoiled.
Brilliant. Chant of the season so far, that is. I love it.
Brilliant. We never win on a Tuesday, but they do now. if they can hang on. Chislett just whacks the ball up into the air, goes looking for Tolaj. Can't find him. Wright sends it back to Shepherd. Left-footed ball out from the back, looking for Kavanagh. Clips it over his head, looking for the run of Mellon. And he's trying to get the legs on Deborah here, who's staying with him. And Jesse Deborah does so well to take it off him and run it to the corner flag and then smack it out for a throw. Croasdale kept it in. 96 minutes have gone. The referee says play on. Sam Hart is up. Walker will head it out. The referee will blow up. The Vale never win a league game at home on a Tuesday, but they do now. And a 2-0 win over Bradford City means that they can go to Walsall on Saturday and go top of the league at such a crucial point of the season. But the Vale tonight have done the bad things well and the well things bad, because they have had to work for this. They got their noses in front early on through Lorent and through Mitch Clark, and then had to defend doggedly in the second half. But then when it looked like there might be a black cloud over Burslem, when Mitch Clark gave away a late penalty, there was Ben Amos with a safe pair of hands to push away Smallwood's spot kick to his right to ensure that the Vale have finally won in the league at home on a Tuesday night. The last time they did that, they were promoted. On such things, promotions may swing. The final scoreline at Vale Park, drink it in, Port Vale 2, Bradford City 0.